Have you ever wondered why Linda Park, Dr. Light, the Golden Glider, and a load of other characters left the show without ever saying goodbye to their audience on The Flash? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So here are the 10 Flash characters who vanished without a trace. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10. Patty SPIVOT. She was quite a big part of Barry Allen's life in the second season. They shared this romantic date together, and even though Barry couldn't see a thing, they still wound up kissing in the end. But before they did, Patty busted him for not being able to see. We thought that she would be a pretty big part of the show and become Barry's love interest, but things don't always go according to plan. Actress Chantel Van Santen landed a lead in a show called Shooter on the USA Network. She had to cancel The Flash, and that's why the writers took her off the script really fast. And if you're wondering where she is now, you should go and watch For All Mankind, and you'll find her again on the big screen.
Not that kind of reputation, that's not what I meant.
That's embarrassing.
Number 9. Linda Park. Man, we're really hitting it off with Barry's exes. Okay, let's keep at it then. Linda is the girl we saw Barry dating, or should we say trying to date in the first season of the show. She and Barry shared that one scene where he ate the hottest chili pepper in the world just so Linda would go out with him. And yes, this made Iris super jealous that he chose Linda over her. And of course, it's good that Barry eventually left her for Iris, but we can't help but feel that he and Linda make a wonderful couple. Barry's shyness and awkwardness, coupled with her confidence, is probably what brought a certain dynamic to their relationship. And that's precisely why we wanted the actress to be back on the show. So far, there's no sign of her. And if you want to know which actor screwed up big time and inevitably lost his role, then just keep on watching until number 6.
Come between us.
My spice champion of Central City.
Number 8. Clock King. We know, he didn't vanish without an explanation. However, his time on the show was so brief that we still think they got rid of him too fast. The Arrowverse has never introduced a more perfect anti-hero than Clock King. That's because he smashed that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, it's because he's the bad guy that's made it his life's mission to gather enough money to pay for his 6 sisters' treatment. Now, we're not saying that his way of collecting money is legal, which is precisely why we're going to be naming him the most admirable anti-hero in the show. And whether it was his short appearance on Arrow or The Flash, we will never forget him. Plus, we know all of the other fans loved him too much to say otherwise.
Without windows for anyone to creep through. Underground burns.
Number 7. Dr. Light. Okay, let's be honest. She was one of the most badass female villains on the show, and even though the villains is depicted as male in the comics, the Flash female version of this character was even better. On Earth 2, she's known as Dr. Light. In the world of Flash, she's known as Linda Park. In the parallel universe, Linda was exposed to a particle accelerator, and this is why she can shoot beams of lightning from her arms. And now that she's on the same planet as Barry Allen, she wants to kill Linda Park, the reporter, and take over her life. Thankfully, before she can do this, Team Flash managed to stop her. She escaped by making herself invisible, and no one has seen her since. Talk about getting ghosted. Number 6. Ralph DIBNY. Well, this is the character that made The Flash go from a popular show to an ultra-popular show, and for all the wrong reasons. Fans revealed some of Hartley Sawyer's old tweets, and the internet was on fire. Tweeting, "Expose myself as racist once again," or saying that he would beat the hell out of his wife if he ever had one, was a mix of homophobia, racism, and toxic chauvinism that no one should tolerate. The director of the show publicly fired Sawyer, and he said that their show will not tolerate such behavior on their cast. After all of his cast members commented on his distasteful and downright dangerous tweets, he has posted a big apology on his Instagram, and we've never heard from him since. The post reads, "I'm not here to make excuses, regardless of the intention. My words matter, and they carry profound consequences." The apology continues in the caption.
It's gonna fix you.
Number 5. Julian Albert. If you're a Harry Potter movie fan, then you immediately knew who was Julian Albert. Tom Felton's Draco Malfoy has turned into a bad guy on The Flash as well, as his character became possessed by Savitar. After he broke free, he helped Barry and Team Flash the best he could, but we never heard from him again. While we were scratching our heads, the actor came out and said that the reason he never came back on The Flash was because his contract had ended. and he hopes they'll give him a call for another season. As do we. If you want to know which character almost landed the role of Barry Allen on The Flash, then just keep on watching until the end.
I was their firstborn son. I was supposed to inherit the lot, but I was the odd duck. Who would rather...
Number 4. Golden Glider. Appearing only in the first 2 seasons, Lisa Snart has never been seen since. The character was mainly dependent on her brother, aka Captain Cold, which is probably why they didn't make her role too big. That and the fact that Lisa practically had no depth of character and no personality, no one could relate to her, which is why she's gone probably forever. Why? Because her brother already died in Legends of Tomorrow, and that means that we won't be hearing any more from her and her bickering. Golden Glider can't exist without Captain Cold, so as we said, she's probably gone for good.
I was gonna say the same thing about ours. All that glitters.
Number 3. Martin Stein. Dr. Martin Stein's role in The Flash was pretty short, especially after he and Jefferson Jackson fused to create Firestorm. After only 3 episodes, Legends of Tomorrow gave them a recurring role on their show. Still, Victor Garber wasn't too happy about playing a big role on a TV show. His heart was set on Broadway, and he eventually left the show, even though he was a favorite. Him denouncing Legends of Tomorrow meant the certain death of the character on The Flash as well. We just hope that playing in the musical Hello Dolly gives him more pleasure than being praised by hundreds of thousands of fans across the world. Number 2. Trajectory. When you try to get more of the Speed Force than you can actually handle, you wind up like Trajectory. After her character found out that a speed enchantment called Velocity 9 gave the consumer super speed, she was hooked. Wreaking havoc on Central City and causing all sorts of problems for Team Flash, she eventually killed herself by consuming too much of the substance and vanished into thin air. And even though she was a bad egg, we would have appreciated seeing her, and the Flash brought it out in several episodes.
What do you want?
Where's the V9, Katie? I need a fix. Eliza is...
Number 1. Pied Piper. He appeared on the first season of The Flash, and there's a special reason for it. Andy Mientus actually auditioned for the role of Barry Allen, but because the casting directors were dead set on Grant Gustin, they couldn't give him the role. But that doesn't mean they were ready to let him go just like that. They gave him a role of a recurring villain throughout the first season, but that's pretty much all the time we've had with him. Aside from the brief appearance in Season 2 of The Flash, it's as if he disappeared into thin air. Maybe that's because he wasn't into TV and wanted to focus on Broadway musicals like Les Miserables, Wicked, and Spring Awakening. On a related note, do you think Andy Mientus would have made a better Barry than Grant Gustin? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.